I am Harrison Lamont Bay, all lowercase letters. I'm here to tender a special deposit to the court and make the clerk fiduciary.
I don't have time for this.
All right, folks. Today we've got one of the most outrageous sovereign citizens I've ever seen, and trust me, that's saying something. This guy isn't just eccentric, he's way out there. He's pulling the classic sovereign citizen routine to a T, but with a twist of pure chaos. You can tell it's going off the rails fast when the defendant starts acting like he's tapped into some secret knowledge that the rest of us mere mortals just don't understand. It's wild. Let me know in the comments, on a scale from 1 to 10, how ridiculous do you think this guy is? Seriously though, what do you think about sovereign citizens in general? They've never successfully won a case using these arguments, yet they keep showing up in court with the same tired script, wasting time and resources. But enough talk, let's jump into the madness.
All right, Lamont Harrison Lemon, the second. That's the gentleman with the Fez hat on, headgear on. Can you unmute yourself, please, sir? Is he connected to audio?
It appears so.
Lemon Bay, Harrison Lemon Bay. Can you hear me, sir?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning to you.
How are you?
Okay. Are you the second or the third?
I'm here on behalf of the third.
The third. Okay. And I guess it's the second as right. This is the city of Detroit versus Harrison Lemon Bay the third. Straight that. This is the state of Michigan versus Harrison Lemon Bay the third. Case number SX 419-5968. Counts 1 and counts 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, sir.
Your Honor,
Mr. Berry, I think he's representing himself.
Your Honor,
Yeah. Yeah. All right. And add count 3 to that. Add count 3 to that record as well. Or count 2 to that, or 1 to that record as well. So count 1, 2, and 3. Let me have that other. I believe, state your name for the record, Mr. Lemon the third.
yes, I am Harrison Lamont Bay, all lowercase letters. And I'm here on behalf of Harrison Lamont the third.
All right. Well, I've never heard of the all lowercase letters. What does that mean?
It means that the name is to be spelled with all lowercase letters, not all capital letters, not part capital and lowercase, strictly all lowercase.
All right, I've heard some pretty wild excuses from sovereign citizens before, but this one might just take the cake. Apparently, this guy thinks he's exempt from the law because he writes his name in lowercase letters. Yeah, you heard that right. According to his logic, using lowercase means he's not a legal person and therefore can't be held accountable for anything. As if ignoring basic grammar is some kind of magical legal loophole. Let's be real, no court anywhere on earth is going to take that seriously. Capitalization isn't some kind of secret code that determines whether or not laws apply to you. It's just another ridiculous attempt to twist legal terminology into something it's not. Writing your name in lowercase doesn't make you immune from responsibility, it just makes your argument look even more absurd. And honestly, it wouldn't matter what this guy says, he's still getting found guilty. But hey, let me know what you think about him so far, especially that goofy little hat. I mean, how is anyone supposed to take this guy seriously?
So today is the date and time set for a pre-trial in the matter. How do you want to proceed, sir? I know you filed some documents with the court, and I did have those up in my chambers. But how do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, I'm the surety on behalf of the principal debtor, strawman Harrison Lamont III. I've given the court notice weeks in advance. I'm here to tender a special deposit to the court and make the clerk fiduciary, the prosecutor, as well. And I'm looking for a plea of release today. Will you grant a plea to release?
No. I can grant you a pretrial. I can grant you the opportunity to speak with the city attorney, or I can grant you a trial date by judge or by jury.
Yeah. So
what would you like to do, Mr. Lemon Bay?
Well, do you mind if I ask a couple of questions? Just want to make sure that I'm comprehending it. So, as you gave the name, I heard you mention a few different names. I heard you mention Harrison Lamont Bay the third, and then a Harrison Lamont the second, and various different names. I just want to make sure that I'm clear on who or what it is that we're here to discuss, because I don't want to speak on behalf of.
It does have an error. It doesn't have an error. It appears to be an error on the computer here. So entry date one of the counts was entered into as one count was entered into as Harris Lemon III. The other count was Harris Lemon II, and the other count was entered Harris III Lemon. So I think that's just a typo. There's the nature of the offenses. There's the misdemeanor case is driving without a valid operator's license, no ops on person, and that is a 93-day punishable by the maximum possible penalty, 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. And you have two civil infractions, one expired plates and the other one speeding at 16 to 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. So those are the nature of the charges. I'm going to offer you an opportunity to mitigate this by taking the better driver's course, sir. I'm going to put that in the chat if you choose to, and I can give you time to do that. If not, you can set it for a trial date or whatever set it for a trial date or speak with the city attorney today. What would you like to do?
I'm really, again, I'm ultimately I'm here to tender special deposit and settle the charges,
When a sovereign citizen says they want to tender a special deposit, what they're usually doing is trying to dodge debts, fines, or taxes using what they believe is some kind of secret financial loophole. They claim that by offering a special deposit, they're making a form of payment or providing security that somehow settles their obligations. In reality, it's a completely made-up concept with zero legal standing. Courts don't recognize it, financial institutions don't recognize it, it's just another piece of sovereign citizen fantasy land. This tactic is part of a broader strategy where they try to manipulate legal and financial systems using pseudo-legal jargon. But at the end of the day, it's all just smoke and mirrors, essentially them saying, I don't want to pay what I owe, and I think I've found a magic phrase to make that happen. Spoiler, they haven't.
You settle it by pleading to taking a plea today, paying the fines, or taking it to trial, see if you can do better at trial. You have a right to a trial by judge or jury, and that's it. Those are your only options, sir.
I'm looking for a plea of release. Are you stating that there's no offer of equity in this matter, Your Honor?
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, we're gonna move on. So I don't have time for this.
Would you like to speak to an attorney? Would you like to speak to an attorney, sir?
I don't. I'm not asking for counsel.
Okay. Well, we're gonna pass the matter and we're gonna move on, and he can just watch and see how it works in here. because
Your Honor.
I have too many people that are waiting that want to be heard and hear their claim. And I don't understand what you're saying. I've given you your options and you can sit back and ponder those. I'll give you time to ponder those options. Other than that, sir, I don't know what else to tell you. All right, let's move on. Next time. No, I've already answered the questions I'm gonna answer. No, please mute your device, and you either take the offers that I've given you, speak with the attorney, or take the deal, or set the matter for a trial date. Those are your options.
Let me set the matter for trial.
Set the matter for trial. Okay, I'm gonna give you a trial. I'm gonna. Do you want to trial by judge or jury, sir?
Your Honor, by jury.
Okay, jury trial. Can I get a jury trial date, please? Let's do June the 2nd. June the 2nd. We should do this in the afternoon as well.
But we gotta set a pre-trial first.
Yeah, we'll set a pre-trial. We'll set it. So your next court date is going to be a final pre-trial, sir. Final pre-trial will be June the 1st, 6/1/2023 at 8:30. And then we'll set the jury trial date for the next day at 9:30 on June the 2nd. So your next action date that you need to appear is June the 1st at 8:30. And then the next day we'll have the jury trial at June the 2nd, 2023. I have received your motions. If you have any more motions, make sure they're in before the June the 1st date. And then we'll proceed with picking a jury and setting a jury panel at 9:30 on June the 2nd. If you don't have any further questions, Mr. Lemon Bay, then have a very good day, sir. All right?
There is just no way this guy wins that jury trial unless he somehow manages to stack the panel with the dumbest people on earth. I mean, seriously, the logic he's throwing around is completely off the rails. You can't just show up spouting wild theories, tossing around some made-up legal jargon, and expect to walk out of court a free man. That's not how the law works. Unless he's got some last-minute miracle hiding under that ridiculous hat of his, it's pretty clear he's not scoring any points with the jury. And speaking of his hat, what is going on there? Either he's hiding the world's worst haircut, or he's genuinely trying to win the award for goofiest looking defendant of the year. He's giving off strong "I stopped caring a long time ago" energy, but honestly, maybe he should have cared just a little bit more. Seriously though, who actually looks at this kind of strategy and thinks, yeah, this is how I'm going to beat the system? Sovereign citizens really believe they can outsmart centuries of law with nonsense like lowercase names and special tenders. But spoiler alert, they can't. They never have, and they never will. The courts don't care about your weird language tricks, and you can't escape legal obligations by waving around pseudo-legal nonsense. So what do you guys think? Does this guy have any shot of winning his case, or is he just wasting everyone's time? Personally, I think it's pretty obvious. The guy can barely string a coherent sentence together, let alone build a legal defense. Anyway, let me know in the comments. I love reading what you all have to say. You guys never fail to make me laugh, and I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.